from the future. This territory I'm used to. There's nothing new, I remember you. Unforgettable, I remember you. I remember you. From memories from the future. Memories from the future.
Okay, welcome to AI and AI. My name is Commander Dumela Ngabusheni. Assalamu alaikum. We are gonna do another edition of studying with AI on AI. We did another one, but right now NotebookLM has updated and it has much more features that you can use. So to keep it short, I'm gonna divide the video into 3 sections. The first one, to gather your sources and upload them. The second one is to use these sources to create the output, which is the most important thing and the main purpose of these videos. That is your podcast summaries or deep dive, your video summaries or video visualization of whatever it is that you're studying, your quizzes, your mind maps. There's a lot that we can do, but we want to just focus on the podcast, video summaries, quizzes, then we'll just see what else we can do. The last video will just be short how to download them and maybe share with your friends. So without wasting any further time, let's jump straight into it. It's been a while. So first and foremost, you go to notebooklm.google. This is that. Then you go try NotebookLM. So this is your interface or your home to NotebookLM. We're gonna start by creating a new one, right? If I just scroll down, you see all the things that I've been doing: Amani, Untitled, object-oriented programming with Java, specifying graphical, investing, all of that. You can group it however you want to group it. I'm gonna create a new one. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use a module that I already wrote the exam for and I passed. I did quite well on that module, requirements engineering, right? I didn't just use NotebookLM. I obviously still watched the videos that the university provides, and I still studied, right? So this isn't a replacement of the work you need to do. It just makes it easier to grasp certain concepts and makes it easier to remember. So take it as laying the foundation into whatever it is you're still going to intake. So, like for instance, the podcast, you could listen to your podcast doing the dishes when you're about to sleep, fall asleep listening to them. I listen to them on my way to work. The video summaries are very short, max 10 minutes. So just to give you an idea, it makes it easier when you're gonna actually intake the information that you're gonna study. Oh, this is what they meant, and you can tailor it to give you examples in something that is more practical or something that you're more aligned with. If you're already working, you could say relate this to what I'm doing at work, or relate this to soccer, relate this to music, whatever it is. If it can, it will. So just to show you, I'm not bluffing. These are my marks for requirements engineering, right? I got an 86.6. Yeah, so it helps. It helps. So as you can see, once you've opened it, you can rename your notebook, which is very important. So I'll just say requirements engineering. This is for teaching, right? Let me just say requirements engineering. It's fine. 1.0. One second. You can name it whatever it is. Just make sure that it's easy to remember. So you can upload your sources. Here you can see it's a new feature. You can search for new sources. So you could just type in requirements engineering. So maybe you could say requirements engineering. Maybe first year. for software engineering, right? Or software development, whatever, right? You can see here it's a researching website, right? Add sources. The most important thing for this, I wouldn't recommend you taking in these sources. Maybe do them later, but you are trying to tailor this assistant that's going to help you study into the exam you're going to write. So it's easier or more helpful to use material that you get from class, the course book that they gave you, the notes that you've been taking down. Or if your friends have sent you notes, you can upload those notes, everything that is tailored. So controlling it to this is all the material I need to write the exam. You can even go to YouTube and take a YouTube link. It will take in and it'll extract information from that YouTube and give you whatever the outputs that I mentioned earlier on, right? So I've already gathered my sources, but I'm just going to show you. So for my sources, I had the course book. I downloaded it from the website. They gave us the course book. If you don't have a digital one, I'm sure you can find a digital one in this day and age. But if not, you can take physical pictures and upload them. Sometimes it doesn't even have to be the whole module. Maybe there's a certain unit you don't understand. You can take pictures of that unit, and in your prompts, you will tell it, please help me understand this unit because this is the only unit I'm struggling with, maybe, right? But I'm gonna do it for the whole module, how I did it for the exam. So I have the course book, I have notes that was shared to me from a Discord group. If you open these notes, they look something like this. They used an app to make these notes. I think it's Good Notes or something, right? It's PDF. You can upload PDF, pictures, audio, links, everything. But we'll get more. We'll get into that. We'll get more into that score. Hey. I have the exam and the solutions to the exam, right? The exam and the solutions to the exam. I have NotebookLM. This was something that I already did from NotebookLM. I have the slides that I took from the course that were provided. I have transcripts. So they have lecture videos within the internal system, right, of the university. I couldn't download the videos. Maybe if you find a way you can. I also couldn't copy the link. I'm gonna try and show you when you upload a source and it fails, right? So I have all of these sources. So now I'm gonna upload. I'm gonna upload the first one, the course book, the most important one. Go to IU modules, requirements. See, everything is organized. Course book. I'm gonna upload the course book, right? Let me just delete this. Yes. So it's uploading. It will tell you when it's uploaded, right on that circle. Because it's a long book. It's a proper book. It might take a while. So while we wait, let's add other sources. You go here, add sources. I'm gonna upload. I did the course book. Let me do those notes. You see, the course book is done. If you click the course book, it gives you a summary. This course book serves as a comprehensive guide to requirements. It's already read through. It's even giving you questions maybe you might want to ask. What are core activities in the requirement process? How do LML? So you can use it to just have a back and forth with it, right? So 2 sources uploaded. You can upload 300 sources, as you can see there. But let's keep it going. Upload. Let me upload requirement exam. I'm uploading both of them. Master solution, practical exam. everything that I feel is necessary, right? Get slides, upload everything. I'm giving it information. What you give is what you get. So the more you give it, the better it can deep dive into whatever. You know what I mean? Okay. Before I upload the transcript. So this is what we were given, right? The videos are here, the course book is here. So let me come to the video gallery. So I'm gonna go to a random video. I'm just showing you ways to be creative if you can't find a video. Maybe your system is locked, right? So maybe I'll go one of the videos. I did this for all the videos, by the way, because I want to pass by any means necessary, right? So remember I said you can upload the link. Let us try and upload this link. Let me play the video first, make sure.
Hello and welcome to Unit Video 2 of the
Right.
Requirements Engineering course. Today we are focusing on the elicitation of
Elicitation. Close this. Go back here. So website is here. Can upload website. When you paste and insert, I already know it's gonna fail because of I tried it when I was okay, it didn't fail. Okay, maybe they did some upgrades. Let's see if it gives the right information. Test function. Okay, yeah, it uploaded, but it's not about the video. You see, it just took because local this website, it just took general information that it needs a login, forgot your password, because it's also because to access that video you have to log into my account. So when it goes, it gets stuck at the sign in page and it takes it as that. So we can delete the source, remove source. So now you see where to rename and remove sources. This is just for you. Okay, all right. So what I did for these videos is here on the transcripts, you can download the transcripts. So when I say download, I go to wherever I would like to save them. Documents, IU, modules, requirements, transcripts for live videos and for videos. And then I just named video 1, video 2, video 3, just like that, right? I'm not gonna save this because it's there, but I save them as text files. And what I did with those text files after, same thing, upload files, and requirements, select them all, control A or control select them all, upload. Remember, you can upload 300 sources. There's no need to be shy. You don't know which source is going to help you, so rather put it in. You see, let's see one of the sources. So now at least these are the transcripts. Welcome to requirements engineering course for unit video 6, and thus to the modeling it's whatever was said on that video. Source guide. This lesson introduces unified modeling language as a foundational requirement. You see, it's done a summary of it, so now it knows what it is. So it's like I took all of the lectures, gave it to it. So I gave it the course book, I gave it the notes that my friend sent me, I gave it the past papers, I gave it the lecture, the videos of the lecture. I could even go to YouTube, right, and Search requirements, engineering 101. I'm just showing you how to enter a video link, right? You just copy the link.
All right. Good morning, afternoon.
Copy the link, add source, go to the link, paste, insert. Where is that thing? I don't know where the video is. Okay, everything's PDF, PDF, PDF. Yeah, this is the video. So you see, this lecture serves as an introduction to requirements engineering, defining it as a systematic, so if you find a good video tube or somebody recommended that, oh, last year when I was writing this module, I watched somebody's channel who dives deep into whatever it is you're studying, you can copy the links of those videos, upload them here. So I think I have all my sources uploaded. You can do pictures, whatever it is, whatever it is. If your friend sends you a picture of the notes, find a way to put your picture in your laptop and do this. You can even use NotebookLM on your phone. Whatever I'm doing here, you can also do it on your phone. Maybe we'll do a video for the mobile version because the mobile version is really cool. You can actually interact with the output, but we'll deal with that when we get to the output. So now we've uploaded everything, right? And this is that. That's the first part of the video. And here you can interact. You can ask it questions, whatever it is you're stuck with, you don't understand, you can have a back and forth with it. But the second part of the video is the studio part, the most important part. So now you have gathered all the information, put it in your notebook for requirements engineering, and you want to use these notes to have an output of your audio overviews, your video overview, your mind map, your reports, flashcards, quiz, infographic, slide deck, whatever it is you think you might need for this purpose, because we're dealing with writing for exams or preparing for a test, whatever. I'd recommend audio overview, video overview, mind map, flashcards, quiz. But what I do is whenever I do this for a module, I do everything. I'll just focus on the things that I want, but I'll just take a look. What does infographic do? What does, data table do? If it doesn't serve me, I move on to the other, just so I know maybe I might need this for a certain project I'm working on, right? So the trick with getting these outputs is how to prompt, because now you're gonna ask it, give me a deep dive, explain it like you don't just say help me. You know yourself, you know how you learn faster, right? You can even say please break it down like I'm 2 years old, but those are important. So now you've given it information that it needs to feed from. So now you're telling it, I want you to feed me like this, feed me fast or take it slow with me, you know what I mean? So to do that, you're gonna use one of the GPTs or the gems that we did. They're free. You're gonna go to our website. You're gonna choose. There's two of them. There's one you can use for ChatGPT. There's one you can use for Google Gemini, right? I'm gonna do both right now, so that to get our prompt, and maybe we'll take a prompt from this side and a prompt from the other side. One thing to note is that it's gonna give you prompts, but with those prompts, you can still edit them to what you think might be better for you. And sometimes it will give you a prompt for audio view. You can still use that prompt for a video summary if you feel like this one, yeah, dives deep onto it. So what I do is I'll mix the prompt. If it'll give me the one for podcast, the other for video, I'll take both of these prompts, put it to do the podcast and the video overview, because I want it to be filled with knowledge, and you know what I mean. But it'll make sense when I do it. So let's open another tab. I'm gonna close this one. You can go to AI on AI. Cosa. It's loading. So when you get here, it's at the top, right? Sensora study prompt. You have two. Use with ChatGPT, use with Gemini. This is your career studio, not related. But let me show you where it will always be because the home page might keep changing depending on what's new. So you can go to Sensora. Under Sensora, it will always be here. Here it will never change. So this is your Sensora study prompt. I'm gonna do one with ChatGPT. I'll open a tab. I'm gonna do one with Gemini. So this is Chat. So let's just say hi. Hi. Hi there. I'm Sensora, study prompt builder, your friendly study guide to help you use Google NotebookLM to study smarter, not harder. I can help you upload your notes. We've done that. Create audio overviews, make video overviews, build mind maps, flashcards, quizzes, everything. Right? Let's get started. It's going to ask you a few questions. So I'm going to answer them. Requirement, never mind the spelling. Requirement, engineering. Shift enter so that it doesn't send. Whole subject or specific topic. I want the whole subject. Your level, say first year university. Right? How many days until your exam? So it's also gonna help you with how you can study. Start with this section, with that section, But let me say I have 2 weeks till exam. I'll just do random matter. How many days to your exam? Mood, style that you want. It's asking you, do you want it to be funny, calm, serious, motivational? Let's do funny. It's like do you want funny lecture or whatever? Funny and serious. You can mix. You can even give it something that's not part of the options, right? Favorite analogy, sports, gaming, music. Let's say Marvel. I'll say Marvel. Anything specific you want to focus on? Let's say exam questions that might. Okay. I'm gonna copy this. Maybe Gemini is gonna ask me the same thing. Right? Here where I wrote exam questions that might occur. You can write anything that you're struggling with. So it could be linear algebra, simultaneous equations, whatever it is topic that every time it comes out, you see flames, trigonometry, you could do that. Send this. Some choice, let's build your requirements. I'll help you step by step, like Nick Fury. You see, it's already getting into correct. Assembling the Avengers, but for your first year, okay. Subject overview. Step 1, I'm not gonna dwell into that. It's just uploading your sources. Step 2, so it's created a prompt, right, for audio overview. Create an audio overview explaining full requirements engineering syllabus. Use a clear but slightly funny tone. Explain concepts step by step with simple examples. Highlight exam important topics or common mistakes. Use Marvel style analogies when helpful. That's one. Alternative prompt. Explain requirement engineering as if teaching a first year student before an exam. Focus. Da da da. Another alternative. So it gives you options. Mobile and PC, open audio. So we have prompts. We have the video prompt. Create a video overview of requirements. Visually explain process like elicitation, analysis, specification, validation, management. Highlight what examiners usually ask. Use simple examples and Marvel analogies, right? Step 4 is for mind map. Step 5 is for flashcards. Step 6 is for quiz. And then step 7 gives you your week study routine, suggested and flexible. Week one, learning phase, build a suit. So your child, day one and day two, you could watch the audio, the video. Day three, day four, the mind map, the notes. Day five, day six, flashcards, light quiz. Day seven, review week areas. Week two, day 8 to 9, do that. Day 11 to 12, right? And then it's giving you a bonus. Think of requirements engineering like the Avengers. Stakeholders could be shared, elicitation, gathering intel, analysis. Tony Stark is planning, specification, the mission plan. So you having this scenario build, at least now you know, oh, the order of things is like this. If you're into Marvel, you could have used sports, you could have used anything, right? So we now have the prompt. Before we go back and paste these prompts into um Notebook LM. Let's see uh, what we can do with Gemini. Hi, same process. It's telling you what it's doing, initiating interacting protocol. Right, hi there. I am the Sensora Study Prompt Builder. I'm your smart but simple buddy powered by Sensora. I help you use Google Notebook LM to turn your messy notes into A plus study material, like podcasts, mind maps, quizzes, and summaries. Right? We have that. Now, to get started, tell me a little about your mission. Please fill in the details so that I can build your plan, right? Remember what I copied? Same thing. It's asking me for the topic, whole book, same thing, right? Timeline, mood style, analogy, same thing. These Geminis and ChatGPTs were built using the same thing. So have that. Crafting. It's taking quite a while. Now, preparation guide. Step one always, it's uploading your documents. We've done that. I'm moving along. Arna now. Don't have time. We're writing exams soon. The prompt bank. So now we have the deep dive and summary. The new Nick Fury briefing prompt. Act as a senior software engineer. Summarize the key phases of the requirements engineering process. Da 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 da. Another alternative, explain the difference between functional and non-functional requirements using, imagine we're building the Iron Man Mark 85 suit, which requirements are repulsor functional. You see, you'll see which one we want to use from Gemini and whatever. But if you're writing for the whole book, something that says focus on, it might leave out other sections. So be careful, right? Your audio overviews, it's that, your mind maps, end game, reality stone, flashcards, and exam preps. Then this is your 2 week study routine. Day one to day three, basics and elicitation. Day four to day five, functional versus non-functional. Day six, seven, modeling. So it divided it into sections. Defeating Thanos. Day 89, specification, validation. You know what I mean? You have all of that. Yeah. Always double check the facts against your actual textbook because sometimes AI can hallucinate like Mysterio. Okay, so now we have the prompt. And like I said, I like to mix it up. So I'll go, let's start with audio overview. I'm gonna copy. Here's what I'll do. I'm gonna go to Notebook LM. So if you click audio overview, it's gonna start generating what it wants to. But if you click this little edit button, you can tailor it, right? So edit, and you have options: deep dive, brief, critique, debate. Up to you what you think is going to help you more. Do you want somebody to critique? I don't see why you want to use critique. Critique is when you're preparing for a debate, maybe, and you want somebody to tell you where you might be having weak points, right? No need for a critique. The best one here, if you're preparing for an exam, is deep dive. You want a deep dive into whatever it is you're studying. You want a deep dive. So I always choose deep dive. The length, I want it to be long. I don't want it to for them to squeeze topics or skip anything because of I'm gonna be listening to this doing other things. Right. So I want it to be long. Whenever I go to the mall, I'm listening to it. Just like you do when you're listening to any podcast, chill, you know what I mean? Just chill, relax, let them have their time. Right? Language, English. Let's see what other languages they have. Just want to check if Zoo is there because they've been updating. I don't think Zoo is there yet. Anyway, it's fine. English. So this is where the important thing is, where you paste how you wanna tailor your podcast, how you know, right? So try it's written here things to try, focus on specific source, focus on specific topic, target, whatever. I copied that. I'm gonna paste it. Okay, it didn't copy. I'm gonna copy the audio overview, the first one. Copy code, copied. Notebook LM, paste. You see, create an audio overview explaining full requirements engineering syllabus. Use a clear but slightly fine tone. Explain concepts step by step with simple examples. Highlight exam important topics and common mistakes. Use Marvel style analogies. You see what I like about this? It's not saying focus more on functional whatnot like the one in Gemini did. Depending on what it is you want to do, you will choose the best one. Because here it says act as a deep dive and summary audio overview. Generate an audio overview that discusses the most common mistakes in requirement engineering. Focus on skip, scope creep, ambiguity. Discuss these as if two engineers are analyzing. I like that. So I could use both prompts. Maybe I could just start copying it in audio overview, copy, control C, here, paste again, audio overview. You see, I'm using both of them. I could even use the alternative as if teaching a first year student before an exam. I can copy this. I like that. Why not? There's no character limit yet, right? If I can put in that and put in that. Summarize requirements engineering, like a revision podcast, include likely. I like that. Include likely exam questions and how to approach them. I copy, I paste. I think we're good. See what the other alternative teach requirement using simple language. I'll take that. Why not? Why not? I think we're fine, right? You can take as much as you want, right? Remember, this is just an illustration. You don't want the video to be long. Generate. It's generating, you see? Zzz, zzz, zzz. Come back in a few minutes. I don't have to wait. I can start generating the video overview. Video overview is very cool because of you can watch and visualize whatever it is they're talking about. So just like audio overview, you have options. Do you want the explainer or the brief? Why would you take brief when you can take explainer for an exam? You wanted to break down these topics, right? Explainer, unless if you want brief for whatever it is that you might be using Notebook LM for, right? Language, English. You can choose what it is you want. Do you want it in anime, watercolor, heritage, whatever, right? I always take auto select. I don't mind. Now, I feel like I can use that audio overview prompt for video. It was dope, but it's fine. You can still do that. Usually, that's what I do. But to illustrate the GPTs, let's take another prompt for step 3. Create a video overview of requirements engineering. Visually explain processes like elicitation, analysis, specification, validation. Highlight what examiners usually ask. Use that. Copy. I don't like it because of it focuses on just specific things. Maybe if these are the only thing in that module, then it's fine, right? But you don't want it to leave out other things. Explain requirements engineering process step by step with examples. Yeah, let's take that. Right. Let's see what we have in Gemini for video overviews. Deep dive summary. Let's say deep dive. Explain the difference between functional and non-functional. Imagine we're building. No, I don't want that. I could still take this. Just say. I could still take that. Could still take that. I think we're good. You can take as much as you can. We get the gist. Right? Generate. So now it's gonna generate two things. Data. It's generating. Can move to mind map. I don't think you're gonna need mind map, but why not? Mind map you cannot edit. You can just click, it'll generate. Report you cannot edit. You can just click, it'll generate. Create your own briefing doc, study guide. Let's do study guide. Cause if I clicked it and I did not edit, it will create something. General. Flashcards. I don't think we need, but maybe it might help you study. Edit. Let's go to GPT. We have mind map. Mind map doesn't use prompts. Maybe in the future. Flashcards. Flashcards, let's just take one. Create exam focused flashcards for requirement engineering, including definition, comparison, right? Always take more. Number of cards, have as much as you can. If you don't finish them, it's fine. At least you have the option that they are. Level of difficulty, I always go with hard so that if in the exam they do something medium, I'll be ready for it. So you're training, why not? I'll just leave it like that. Paste there, what should be the topic? Generate. Quiz. Quiz is also important. Number of questions, more. Level of difficulty, hard. Let's see what we have for quizzes. Create an exam style quiz for requirements engineering. Include multiple choice, short answer, and scenario based. Indicate difficulty levels. Do not give answer immediately. It's fine. You can just copy it and paste. Let's paste something from Gemini also. Mind maps, flashcards. Do we have quiz? We don't have quiz. We don't have quiz. We'll edit it so that it has quiz. Don't worry. I got you. Generate. Right? Infographics. You don't need infographics. Just generate slide deck. If you want some slides, you can do that. Data table, you can do that. It's fine. So that is it for part 2 of the video. They are generating. We'll come back on part 3 to see the results, see how to download them, and you can share them with your friends. Dago! Okay, this is the last part of the video, so we just waited for the studio to generate everything that we needed. And it's done. It took quite a while. Remember that the video overviews were long, podcasts were long, so it took quite some time. I think about 15 minutes, depending on the speed of your PC also. Okay, so this is what we have. Let's just start framework for requirements. I think this is the mind map. Let's see how it looks. So mind map, that's why I don't necessarily rate it, because requirements engineering fundamentals. If you click here, it tells you what the fundamentals are. So this is just to get an overview. You click here, it tells you what all of these things is, right? And maybe click this. Yeah, so mind map, if you want an overview, um zoom. If you want an overview of what it is, so maybe at the beginning, just to get an overview, okay, these are the fundamentals. Elicitation is these things, all of these things. If you click at something, it gives you a dive deep into that, right? So maybe let's say you're practicing the exam and they ask you something and you fail it while practicing, you can come back to this mind map, click something specific, and then it gives you a breakdown of whatever that thing is. Right? Let's go back to studio. What is this? Requirement. This is a report. You don't need a report. Report, you could use it if you're working and you need to submit a report. You know what I mean? But yeah, part one, short answer quiz, instruction, answer the following 10 questions in 2 or 3 sentences. What is the primary role of a requirement engineer in relation to that? So it gives you that, right? Essay questions, glossary key terms. I don't use these things. I told you guys. You could just generate them to use whatever it is you're mostly gonna do. So let me not waste time. I'm gonna go straight to the things I use. Right? That is the video overview and the audio overview and the quiz. Right? So audio overview, the first thing that we generated. This is it. Just gonna play a few seconds.
Welcome back to the deep dive. We've got a massive stack of notes, a whole bunch of lecture
36
slides,
minutes.
and practice exams spread all over the table today.
It's quite a pile.
It is. And we are tackling a subject that, I'll be honest, usually puts people to sleep just from reading the title.
Oh, yeah.
Requirements engineering.
It doesn't exactly scream thriller, does it? It sounds like the kind of class you take because it's mandatory, not because you're dying to know the content.
It really doesn't. But, and this is a big but, as I was going through all this source material, I had this realization that this is actually the reason why things work.
Or, more often, why they explode.
Exactly. We're going to argue today that this dry academic subject is the only thing standing between a successful product and well, $1 billion disaster.
Great.
And that's not hyperbole. I mean, if you look at the history of major software failures or even huge construction failures, it's almost never because the engineer
So I don't wanna.
didn't know how
Let's
to build
just
a wall
go
or how to write a
in the middle.
Unconscious ones are the killers.
They're the bulk of the iceberg hidden underwater. These are the things they assume are so blindingly obvious that they don't even think to mention them. For example, if you go to a car dealership to order a new car, you don't say, "And I want it to have 4 wheels, please." You just assume it has.
It's
What
basically
if you're building a piece of software?
discussing the module, giving you
Of course,
examples,
the data won't be
having a
when I
back and
accidentally
forth.
close my browser.
Nice podcast,
But
right?
they never said it.
And you don't build.
That's fine. You can have the interactive mode. I haven't tried it. We can try it. But I know the interactive mode, you can interject. So if they're saying something, say, hey, wait, please explain that part. And so let's just try it. I don't know if it's gonna work because I'm using the mic.
Welcome back to the deep dive. We've got a massive stack of notes, a whole bunch.
Join.
Oh, hey there, what's up?
Hey, what's up? Can you please just give me 2 exam questions that are most likely gonna come up? Hey, what's up? Can you please give me 2 most likely exams that are most probably gonna come out?
Hey, that's a great question. Don't much focus on the high yield topic.
Welcome to the deep dive. We absolutely have you covered.
Based on the practice material, there are a couple of questions that are guaranteed to crop up.
And we're going to give you more than 2, actually, because this topic is just so rich.
But if we're forced to pick the most likely, let's start with the one that is often question 1 in the practice pool.
That's the one about the primary responsibility of the requirements engineer.
Exam alert. The options are tricky, remember?
The correct answer you're looking for is that the L moderates and mediates between stakeholders and project members.
Memorize.
So this is
moderate, and
amazing because you can join in the podcast ask them questions, stop them at some point, say, oh, so what do you mean by, you know what I mean? It's very dope. Just tried it now. Very, very dope. Right? Video overview. Uh Basically, if you want to download anything, these three dots, you can download, you can share. But we'll do that after everything. So let's play the requirement engineering for the video overview, right? I love the video overview. Play,
Have you
let's
ever
do
wondered
it.
why some
Full screen.
projects, like the Avengers, succeed, while others, like Ultron's
Avengers.
Plan for Peace, just fail spectacularly? Well, it often comes down to the blueprint. Today, we are diving deep into that blueprint, requirements engineering.
7
It's that
minutes.
critical first step that makes sure what you build is what you actually need. This is a problem that even geniuses like Tony Stark and Bruce Banner run into. You've got a brilliant idea, a world-class
I
team,
love it.
but the final product ends up being, well, a global threat instead of a global protector. It's
just
not
gonna
just
jump
a
in,
wish,
so
it's a specific measurable condition
know.
for success.
It's gonna give you
Or a single component is even built. Right at the center of all this is the requirements engineer. I want you to think of them as the Nick Fury of the project.
Can watch the
They might not be
video,
building the tech
give you a
themselves, but they
breakdown.
are the
I like
master
it.
communicator.
This is my most favorite. Okay, the where I joined in the podcast is now my most favorite, but you get it, right? This one I think it's slides. Let's just have a look at the slides, right? Make it full screen. These are your slides. Core tasks, elicitation, documentation. It's really dope. So depending on what it is you want. How many slides did it do? 8, 9. Can use these slides to study, revise, whatever it is, right? Can play the slideshow if need be. It's really dope. Really dope. So it can help you with maybe your presentation. Okay. What else do we need? What is this? I don't know what this is. I don't know what that is. I think it's infographics. Yeah. The last one that's important. I'm gonna do this one. Okay, let's do flashcards and quiz. I'll end with quiz. Flashcards. You're gonna have these flashcards. So how flashcards work is that they're gonna ask you a question. What is the primary objective of requirement engineering regarding stakeholders? Can attempt to answer the question, and then when you say see answer, it flips it to understand their wishes, needs while minimizing the risk of delivering a system that fails to meet. Next one. So it has 89 cards. Can do that, It's just to help you practice. So maybe after study session, after day one, go to there, see how much you know, see how much you know. It's like 30 seconds. Da, 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 then you answer. Or ask somebody to ask you these questions and try to answer. You can also download them. Last one is quiz. Yes, requirement quiz. Requirement quiz similar to that, but you can answer. So in the context of ITIL management practices integrated with requirement engineering, how is problem management specifically distinguished from incident management? Have a question there, need to answer. So let's say I just answer C. That's right. Problem management focuses on identifying and resolving the underlying causes of malfunctions rather than just addressing immediate disruptions. Usual. So this one, similar to the flashcards, except here you get the answer, and if you want a deep explanation, you can just hit explain. It'll come this side and give you why you're right. So maybe let's say next, and I'm gonna answer something wrong. When assessing the adequacy of document requirements, which specific question should the requirement ask? Do these requirements correspond to the intention of source? Are the requirements mutually exclusive? Are the detail made for internal? You just do this, it's wrong. So it gives you the right answer. This question belongs to the check for not premature design decisions to ensure the requirement remain solution, whatever. You got it wrong, you can hit explain. I'll hit explain, but this is the explanation for the other one. You are correct that the fundamental distinction lies in the timeline. It gives you a deep dive in you that you asked to explain, right? So let's explain this wrong one that we got. We'll check the files, check your sources, reading full chapters. So this is what it sends. I'm taking a quiz on this material and was given this question. I chose this answer. The answer was incorrect. The correct detail is do these and help me understand why my answer was incorrect. And so when you're practicing, whatever you get wrong, it can tell you why you're wrong, tell you what the correct answer is. Based on the provided course material, your answer was incorrect because it aligns with a different review criterion than adequacy. Why the correct answer is that in the context, it gives you a deep dive. You feel me? So instead of cramming, you get to understand, oh, this is where I messed up, right? So we've done everything. So let us now download these things. Video overview can download. A pop-up is gonna come, and let's say I want to share, save it. Documents. Where is my IU modules requirements? NotebookLM. Right. I can just save it here. This is the video overview. It's downloading. Can do the same. That was the audio. Can do the same. Download for the video. Master requirements. These are the slides. Slides you can download as PDF. This is infographics. The quiz you can't download because it's an interactive thing. You answer, it gives you an answer, ask to explain, but you can share it, right? So flashcards, I think you can download. Also the flashcards you can share. So let's share the quiz. Share quiz, gonna copy link. So when you wanna share it, you can change the restriction. So it depends. If you want to add people, you can add people their email. So I'm not supposed to show that. Can add, let me add Tabi Somali Row 2. You can add them. Do you want them to be a viewer? Do you want them to be able to edit? Do you want to remove access? So let's say just the viewer is fine. Do you want to add a welcome note? Welcome to this product support notebook. Find answers frequently to ask questions, troubleshooting, and you can also say anyone with a link has access, or it's only restricted to the people that you invited here. So it's easier if everybody has access, right? And viewers have access to full notebook. Videos can chat and view sources and notes. That's fine. Chat only, it's up to you, right? Now I'm not seeing something. Let's zoom out. So you can send the invite. So you can copy the link that you want to share, whether it's WhatsApp, whatever. Copy the link. This you are sending the invite to Tabiso there. Right, notebook shared successfully. Remember, I copied the link. So if you go here, I'm just gonna open another browser, paste the link, enter. Because of anybody has access, it's gonna take you to the requirement links, and then this is the quiz. So you can send the link via WhatsApp, via email, via anything that whoever, via SMS, if that person doesn't have WhatsApps or emails, Facebook or whatever, right? They'll have access to that. The sharing part, you can do it with anything. You can share the video overview. You can share the audio overview. Share. It's the same thing. Restriction, anyone with link, copy link to audio overview, right? Copy. When you go to the other browser and paste it, it'll go to the video overview. There it is. They have access to your NotebookLM. They just play the audio there, right? So that's it. Here you can share everything. You just click on these three dots. If it has download, you can download it and send it however you want to send it. If it has the share button, everything has the share button, right? Just be careful that you change the restriction. You either invite restricted members by their emails and keep it restricted, or you change the restriction access into anybody with a link, copy the link, send it to whoever, so that if those people want to share it with other people, if you want to help people, just like AI on AI is helping you, you could do that. I think that is it. Opening the year to give you something that you can start with. So don't wait for exams. You can start now. Start by each topic. Do this. I promise it's gonna help you. You saw that it did with this module. So what it does is that it gives you an explanation of the fundamentals, a breakdown, a more chilled vibe tailored to your topic. So yeah. Thank you so much for having me. It's been a while. I'm really, really tired. I think you can tell in my energy. But it is what it is. This is Commander who commands the commandment that must commence whenever Commander commands them to commence. AI on AI, artificial intelligence on African islands, everything artificial intelligence except the love that I have for you. That one is real. Danko.
Memories from the future.
Bye.
This territory I'm used to. There's nothing new. I remember you. Unforgettable. I remember you. I remember you. From memories from the future. Memories from the future. This territory I'm used to. There's nothing new. I remember you. Unforgettable. I remember you. I remember you. Hallelujah. I fought past this past in the past. It all goes round and round in circles. Lord,